It's showtime, guys. Let's go.
It's been a couple months since we did this. You guys do anything?
Michelle and I celebrated my birthday last month with Joe and Jill. We celebrated in the courtyard of this facility.
Call it a retirement home. Facility makes it sound serious.
Well, I'm a serious person, but yeah, that's fair.
Jill had a great time, and she actually genuinely enjoyed the stuff that Michelle cooked up. Security reported a local police officer came by tonight. He said he was responding to an emergency call from someone inside the Pizzaplex. There's no way that is possible. I was the only one here, and I certainly didn't make any outside calls. He wanted to look around, but I sent him away. Just another prank call, Vanessa.
Does Jill have a stomach made of scrap iron?
No, but her taste buds aren't as attuned as they used to be. The doctors here are working on a fix for that.
There's that fizzy faz drink that I collected in the lost footage, allowing Vanny to catch me.
Filling in the gaps of lost time, I see.
Well, just as long as you all had a good time. We all went to 3 concerts in the same month. I'll put a link for each of them in the description.
You will notice that every panel we would normally use to save the game is no longer working except for this one. At least it's in the most central location of the game. Also, there are about a dozen discs scattered across the map that until we got Roxy's eyes could not be seen. We can collect all of them to discover more lore.
Gregory, they know you are here. Get the security upgrade and get out.
Recall notice, please take all Monty Mystery Mix to the frozen ice cream storage behind the bowling alley. Additional instructions to follow.
Climbing, no jumping, no hitting, kicking, pushing, shoving.
Are you
no
really going to
shooting
just
with
stand there and
blasters
listen to
near or
this?
close to other
No,
players'
but the
eyes.
fact that you're so
Being
willing to
flashed
not
in the
listen to them
eye
alone
may
says
induce
a lot about
seizures,
your character.
blindness, or
If it says that
semi-permanent
I'm a busy man who doesn't have time to watch you just stand there and watch some NPC robot tell you how to shoot up robots while avoiding Chica while we're trespassing, then yes, that's pretty accurate.
Speaking of, the Pizzaplex is open now. Shouldn't there be more people around? Why are we still sneaking around as if it's still closed?
Now look who's questioning video game logic.
Nice work, Joe.
You have
Too easy for you.
alien army for your reward.
Now I just have to collect my prize and discover Vanny's secret lair.
Your family is looking. Where does this vent go?
New hire summary head security guard, no prior qualifications, internal preference name withheld.
Freddy, that rabbit lady's in a secret room above Blast. It looks like a hideout. I think her name is Vanny?
Vanny. It is very similar to Vanessa. And also Bunny. That cannot be a coincidence.
Blasted Freddy, where are you? Security report 12:24 a.m. Bonnie is seen leaving his green room in Rockstar Row, heading east towards the atrium. 2:40 a.m. Bonnie enters the East Arcade. 4:12 a.m. Bonnie enters Monte Golf.
What was that all about, I wonder?
Bonnie has gone missing / killed off, and it's heavily speculated across the fandom that Monte did it.
I know he's my favorite character, so you just expect me to defend him? But innocent until proven guilty. That's just how it's supposed to work.
Creepy, not to mention kind of random.
How is it possible that you remember all these disk locations and yet you can barely remember your own son's name?
There's no fathoming my selective dementia, but I guess if it's important enough.
Does that mean that this is your new favorite horror game?
Well, Little Nightmares is still my favorite game, but the franchise of FNAF as a whole, I'd say, interests me more. Plus, it's not half as confusing as the former. Construction update, we keep getting these brownouts, so I got fed up and did a little investigation. It looks like something is drawing a massive amount of power from the worksite. We've traced the high voltage cable that disappears right into the foundation. There is definitely something under us. We're going to bore back into the foundation and find out what it is. Chica feeding frenzy in the bakery won't turn off. Even when unplugged, the game just kept running. There is no way it has that much residual charge.
What is that all about?
Chica feeding frenzy is actually the name of an arcade game that we can play in the DLC. Maintenance log, why is the Monte Golf arcade in the mini golf course? It makes absolutely no sense. It seems to work okay otherwise. That's another arcade machine that is playable in the DLC. Darn it, the stupid joystick moved too much.
You've been cruising through this game for about an hour, my turn. That's a rather unsettling fire hazard. Well, easy come, easy go.
Last week it was Jenkins forgetting to replace the urinal cakes after a single use. Yesterday it was Elsa for showing up to work early. Today it's me because Lily H. asked for chicken Alfredo. I said, we don't make that here. Her father guy looked like Sasquatch. By the way, demanded to speak to a manager. I get Dennis. Dennis asked me why I don't just get her what she wants. I say, we don't have chicken Alfredo. Dennis fires me on the spot. Joke's on him, though. Turns out our new staff bots, the better employees, aren't programmed to make chicken Alfredo, so HQ fired him for firing me. Sweet revenge. Thanks, Lily.
That is the first time Donald has read anything in this entire series.
I need to get clear before I can read that. Copy for approval. Hey kids, do you like Fizzy Faz? Think you can drink every flavor of Fizzy Faz in one day? Take the Superstar Challenge. Grape lemonade cherry. Your Faz watch keeps track of all your purchases. Drink them all. Be first. Be the raddest kid on your block.
Yeah, because this company hasn't been sued enough, why not?
I know that Fizzy Faz sounds like an energy drink brand, but it could honestly be the same brand as like A&W or something like that. Still unhealthy, but at least it's not as deadly.
How would you rate your experience so far?
Terrible.
That's great to hear.
Now it is time for
let's
the
get
not meat
started.
stuff.
Do I have to ruin this pizza with non-meat?
Yes, you do.
I figured that, Joe. I was just joking. Well, was still less stressful than working at McDonald's. Reminder to all employees, the all-staff meeting is this Thursday night at 11:30 p.m. All service team attendance is mandatory. There will be cake. Attention employees, good news. Due to the success of the staff project, we will no longer need nighttime employee coverage. We will be reducing nighttime hours effective immediately. Enjoy the additional time spent with your families. Good God, can an orange man get a break around here? If I get screwed over because of those fuckers, I'm gonna crash out. That's it. I need to step out for a bit.
I honestly don't blame him. He was literally just about to save after getting so much done. That was kind of bullshit.
Oh yeah, to the audience watching, by the way, we already went to the Bonnie Bowl and found the 15th disc and the Monty Mystery Mix off camera because I forgot to record. Sorry guys.
Safety first. 1, fill the garbage compactor. 2, prime the compactor engine by pushing the button in the kitchen storage room, follow the cable. 3, press the hanging activation button in front of the compactor. Important, make sure all employees and staff are clear of the compactor before step 3. Glad that's done with. Interview notes as requested. Here are my notes on today's Chief Security Officer interview. While Vanessa seemed eager and bright, she doesn't appear to have any relevant background experience. I realize the recommendation came from the top, but we need someone who has run security for a facility of this scale. I do not recommend her for this position. Are you going to the staff party? I don't want to stick around after my 14-hour shift, but I don't want to get laid off if I don't show up.
Nice work, George. Try saying no now.
Stop.
It's important to note that you can very well fall to your death in this game. I know it's going to be tough with that controller, so just take it slow.
Thanks for the heads up.
Are you excited to see the new FNAF movie when it comes out in a couple of months?
Heck yeah, Donald. I'm just a little surprised they're not releasing it in October. After you cross that bridge, instantly make a left since Chica will be right there on your right. You're not in the clear yet. You'll need to book it to the room with the paper since Vanny will be close by.
Time to give Freddy his final upgrade.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your desired procedure. Preparing. Well done. Return the chest plate and firmly lock it down with the bow tie. Looking spiffy. Commence testing phase.
Kind of felt like those sound effects were going to throw me off.
Protocols.
Hurry. This upgrade, it was Chica's. Please be honest. How did you get it?
When I was in the kitchen earlier, she fell into some sort of garbage smasher.
Is she okay?
Well, she's still functional.
That is a relief. With this new voice box, I should be able to make a vocal pitch that will stun animatronics.
I'm just trying to discover as much as I can with my new voice box before in-game. Whoa, okay, I'm definitely going to fall in an infinite void if I don't wait for it to completely render.
I don't know if it's a definite, but I would not risk it.
Now in this direction there is an Easter egg for one of the previous games as well as a CD player that we can use to play the disc we found.
It is there, but you can't see. Alone in the dark, I found the key.
You must use the camera.
Wait, I think I recognize this. This is from the third game, right?
No, it's actually from sister location as in the fifth one. Now let's get started. This could take a while.
How does all of this make you feel?
What the heck is this, Joe?
In case it wasn't already clear, Vanessa has been hacking the security system and causing the animatronics to go hostile. Remember how I said Chica was the most empathetic of the animatronics? Well, you might have noticed that she's the only one who twitches. That's her fighting the virus, or trying at least. Some YouTubers have also no clipped outside the elevator, revealing her crying outside the elevator. Her constantly eating is actually a coping mechanism.
This is actually some pretty interesting stuff, not gonna lie. There are actually so many layers to this franchise, you almost don't know where to start.
Well, ideally you should start with the first one, but I understand that it's pretty basic compared to some of the other games.
You could technically start with the second one since it's actually prequel.
Those point-and-click games might get boring after a while compared to some other games the kids are playing like Fortnite.
Yeah, I can see that. You like the idea?
Am I going crazy, or does this therapist kind of sound like the therapist from the show Lucifer?
I thought she sounded like Rachel Harris too, but I checked the casting list and I don't see her name anywhere.
I heard Monty, should I be worried?
Nah, you should be fine.
That British therapist kind of sounded familiar too, but can't put my finger on it.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think we should be huddled in a room taking turns playing a solo game anymore after the ruined DLC.
I kind of agree. If not for the fact we already made a commitment to our friend, I'd say we just stop after this.
I wasn't going to say anything until after we finished this series, but I actually had a game I thought we could play together. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty fatigued after this. Maybe I could just stream it over Discord.
Gregory, you have a choice to make. The door is open, and you can go. Or you can continue to investigate the secrets of the Pizzaplex. I feel there is something else going on besides Fanny.
Well, we saw her hideout, right? In Blast? Maybe we could catch her there. If she thinks I escaped, maybe we can surprise her.
Yes, come. Let us end this.
Disassemble Freddy.
Just keep the camera out and keep running. You'll need it to stun Chica.
Whoa, was that the marionette?
Yeah, remember how I said you could fall to your death in the sewers? Well, it's not actually the fall that will kill you, it's those things.
Come in, Gregory. Can you hear me? I still have a signal. Get to the Blast booth. Use the security desk. Turn them against Fanny.
Remember, we were doing the Princess Quest ending.
Okay, not bad for someone who hasn't played parts 1 and 2.
Well, that was embarrassing.
I have no words.
Burn in hell, crap trap.
Crap trap. Where did that come from?
Not sure. Just felt right for some reason.
Well, at least I made it out of the maze.
That's honestly BS.
Wish Ben was here. He was really good at the first two.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, there wasn't really much I could do there.
Well, that was pretty unsettling. But hey, you did it.
Way to go, guys. Joe might have delivered the final blow, but we all should be proud.
While the credits roll, I'd like to play each alternative ending, and I will explain how to get each one.
Gregory, you
For
have
this
a
first
choice
one,
to
you
make.
need to not stay as soon as you have the option to leave.
Wait, so he's homeless? No wonder why he wasn't in the system, nor seemed to have any supervision.
For the next one, we're going to see what happens if we left through the exit in the loading bay.
Gregory, you have a choice to make.
Oh, fuck yeah. This music goes pretty hard.
Haha.
It was a bit too cartoonish, but pretty fun.
For the third one, we'd have to head down the elevator that we discovered in part 4, where we'd be put into a sequence similar to FNAF 3. And really, every other FNAF game before this one changed the formula.
I see that unlike all the other ones we covered so far, this one is actually CGI.
Yeah, kind of weird how they actually put in the work to animate an ending that's not even canon. Maybe they actually planned on making this the true ending, but then changed their minds. But yeah, that's still pretty weird. There's 2 more. For this one, we see what happens if we follow Freddy's instructions and hit the disassemble button on Vanny instead of the arcade machine. I actually used to think that this was the canon episode when I first played, but I've since learned that's not the case. For this last ending, we need to head to the emergency exit after finding all the gold plush toys across the Pizzaplex. This location was introduced in the footage from Part 2 that got lost when the game crashed.
Wait, he has a lighter in his index finger? We sure could have used that on a few occasions.
That was somehow more insane than the burn trap ending.
Honestly, the ending they chose to be canon was perhaps a little too happy-go-lucky for a horror game, but it is what it is, I guess.
I feel like we just lived through a whole trilogy's worth of James Bond movies. I hope you guys don't expect this to be released anytime soon. I'm going to have my hands full with editing.
No worries, we'll still get this out there before Morgan Hill.
I'm sorry, Joe, who...
Never mind, forget about it.
Well, that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed. If so, please like and subscribe to show your support.